iPhone 6 will release in April alongside Apple Watch. The news that the iPhone 6 is going to be released in April along with the Apple Watch is going to mean that, for some people, they are going to be spending a lot of cash in just a matter of weeks. Is this a masterstroke by Apple? Perhaps, or maybe they have made a huge mistake in thinking that the loyalty of their customers has no boundaries. What will people choose? Even though there will undoubtedly be some people that opt for both at the same time, it is interesting to look at which product will tend to be the favorite. Some could argue that it would be best to wait for the iPhone 7 to hit the market before changing phones, and there is certainly some sense in that idea. The S versions tend to be a stopgap phone where Apple iron out a few issues or test out some new things in preparation for a big launch, so waiting until later on in the year for the May 7th be the favored option. The thing about the Apple Watch is that it is completely different, and even though we may not expect the same buzz around it as we did with the iPad or iPhone, there are still enough Apple-phobes out there that will be drawn into trying out something brand new. Of course there is going to be interest generated purely from a curiosity factor, because do we all not want to find out about the amazing technology that can be contained in something as small as a watch? Which one will be the long-term winner? This is perhaps a slightly easier question to answer, in that the 6 will probably end up selling more over an extended period of time than the watch. It is hard to see how the Apple Watch will completely revolutionize the watch industry in the way that the iPhone did for smartphones or the iPad for computers. It is going into a market that is smaller and is viewed in a completely different light by most people. However, the iPhone 6 is different. Apple reigns supreme in the market, and we already know in advance that they are going to sell this phone in the millions, especially in China, which is seen as an extremely important market that is constantly expanding. The idea of millions of the Apple Watch being sold is not too far-fetched, but people will more than likely see it as a novelty item, and novelties tend to fade after a period of time. So both are being released in the same month, and we can expect the following. Some people will buy both immediately. The Apple Watch is more of a novelty. The iPhone 6 is going to sell in huge numbers around the world, even though millions have already been sold. The one thing that is certain is that the Apple marketing machine is going to be in full swing in April. Both products will increase their massive profits in the next quarter after their release, but the future is perhaps rosier for the phone than the watch. Remember, Apple have failed with things in the past, and they will again, just maybe the watch will not be that item.